From Bill Burr going personal with a heckler claiming to be blind,
Can't see!
to Troy Bond making a heckler cry,
No, that was the most racist joke ever.
here are times comedians embarrassed hecklers. Bill Burr had no problem getting personal, even with someone claiming to be blind. Bill was in the middle of his stand-up set when a heckler tried to interrupt with wedding plans. Bill wasn't about to let that slide.
Are you gonna have at 41? You still gonna have the bachelor party? Do you really need to, man? I mean, you're 41. You just lived the bachelor party for 20 years, right? Did it?
But right after that jab, Bill got hit with a shocking revelation. The heckler claimed to be blind. Most comedians would have backed off. Not Bill Burr.
You can't see him, you're blind? Jeez, well, thank you for bringing it all the way down to the goddamn... I didn't ask you about your eyesight. Jesus Christ, you got problems with your kidneys too? We can just turn this into a benefit?
And that was just the beginning.
Can't see! Flip-flopping the words? Who is this poor woman who's marrying you on Saturday?
Bill just kept swinging, and the heckler probably wished he'd never opened his mouth.
Yeah. Well, first of all, you're not blind. You know what? You're looking around too much. You're not doing this shit. You're like, first of all, you were blind. What the f*** are you looking back at him for? You need to work on your fake blind shit.
As the crowd laughed, the heckler tried to save face by turning it into a joke.
I appreciate a good scam, man. That's not better than that. You know what I mean?
There's no scam, dude. It's for real, man.
What?
There's no scam.
There's no scam?
You know what? Bring on the line, man.
You guys are all blind.
And just like that, Bill delivered the final blow.
I mean, you want me to bump into some shit? I mean, I don't know what I gotta do here to prove to you that I can't see because I can't see. Jesus Christ. All right, I got it. You can't see. You proved it to me. You're blind. This woman has her hand over her mouth like I made her blind. I didn't make her fucking blind.
In 2023, Matt Rife was greeted by a particularly loud heckler during one of his shows. As a Virgo, back may have been short and sweet, but back in 2017, Joe Rogan kept swinging.
Hold on, wait, what's the people stop cheering? Tell me what you just said.
I said he's paying attention to you.
Why are you yelling out like that? Did no one hug you when you were little? What kind of weird is going on here?
It started when a heckler interrupted his set. Joe paused and addressed him directly.
I tried to sort through this because you're f***ing up the show. You understand that, right? Then once you turn around and look at there's 2,000 other people besides you. You know that, right?
Sensing the opportunity, Joe went all in.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Why do you think it's a good idea to just yell it out? Oh, now you're gonna shut up? I'll get you kicked out, motherfucker. You better talk to me now. Don't be a coward.
The heckler had no choice but to fold.
You are a factor of us removing the word retard from the vernacular. They think it's okay to do retarded shit because there's no real word to describe people like that anymore. When I was a kid, retard flowed like water. My teacher called me a retard. You know why? Because I was being retarded. But when you nerf the world, motherfuckers like you think you can come to a show and just yell out stupid shit and piss off 2,000 other people.
With the crowd laughing hysterically, Joe took his insults up a notch. Then, Rogan offered one final chance.
Now I'm gonna give you one last chance to shut the f*** up or they're gonna forcibly remove you. So what's it gonna be? You gonna agree to shut the f*** up?
But that kindness would backfire.
What's that? Did you say Donald Trump? All right, kick this fucking dummy out, please.
As security escorted the heckler out, Joe delivered one last roast.
It's that guy. Oh, look. Look what happens. This is what's supposed to happen to you all throughout your life. All throughout your life, motherfucker.
How about when Patrice O'Neal roasted a heckler right in front of her own boyfriend?
Don't get mad. I'm just saying, you need to stop being so wrapped up. But that's like he's seeing you're auditioning for him to be your man at some point. This guy is a nice guy.
While Patrice was in the middle of his routine, a female heckler decided she had something to say. So Patrice responded with a jab straight to the point.
I think he wants to see you every day. This face. Just look at her face. It's just like a stroke victim.
And when the comedian kept going, the heckler tried to challenge him.
I'm sorry, say that again? Go ahead.
You have to make me laugh.
But Patrice had already read her like a book and gave her a brutal reality check.
No, don't even go, That's what I knew she was gonna say. That's the face she has. And that's what you deal with. That's what she has to add. You have to make me laugh. Who's gonna make your miserableness? That's not my job to pull your misery from inside your gut. I don't know what happened to you.
Then, he peeled back her whole attitude in front of the entire crowd.
Nah, this is women. You have movies in your head that only star you, directed by you. Everybody else is laughing and she goes, you have to make me laugh. The fact that laughter's contagious should help you dead on the inside. That's you.
It was raw, savage, and completely Patrice. But Patrice wasn't the only one who embarrassed a heckler in front of their lover. Drew Lynch also embarrassed a heckler in front of his girlfriend.
Go to North Maryland and figure out manners, asshole.
Drew began his routine by joking about the venue.
A lot of people said I couldn't sell tickets in a loft, and I proved them wrong because this room seats 8. So love that we maximize the capacity, and then the stage is failing escape room or something.
But one attendee just couldn't keep his opinion to himself.
You what? You said I can hang from. I'm hanging no one from the ceiling. Why was that a suggestion that entered?
When the show was rolling perfectly, someone decided to spoil the fun at the last second.
This is the part of the show where I get to be done. So. Wait, you said about time? Then why the tits are you here? Go to North Maryland and figure out manners, asshole.
And the funniest part? Even the heckler's partner was embarrassed.
About time that I'm done? Is that what you were saying?
He don't know.
He don't know?
Drew seized the perfect moment to deliver the finishing line.
Well, that was a fun heckle. That's my favorite. Is when I get done doing the show, and then someone's like, Jesus, finally, we can do this escape room up here. Meanwhile, your girlfriend's trying to escape your relationship. And then when she leaves your rude ass, we'll all be like, about time. We didn't even need the rope. You hung yourself, homie.
Sammy Obeid took a different approach from most comedians who go all out on hecklers. He politely silenced a disruptive crowd member.
And I want you to feel what you're feeling, go through it, and realize that when you come to a live show, people here paid for tickets to watch me talk. And I did not ask you for all that feedback that you gave.
It all began when Sammy was joking about his snack bag.
So yeah, my snack bag's like 300 pounds. Because I add a lot of stuff to it, and I don't subtract, so the math ain't mathin'. You know?
But just as he was telling the joke, a Karen got offended over something petty.
Because I have a hard time throwing away things if they're not like done. I think that's like the trauma of brown parents. You know what I mean? Like you can't throw something away if there's like a little bit of crumbs in it. You know what I mean? So
What do you mean for the brown parents part?
I keep looking at you. I looked at you once for the brown parents part. I only did one brown parents reference.
And Sammy turned everything on her.
Back at me as if you don't have brown parents. You liar, okay? Pull up a picture on your phone of your white parents and show me that I'm racist, okay?
After one last joke to shut down her claims of racism,
I totally should have looked at it, because brown parent. Like, I should have looked at this guy. Here I was, being discriminatory and not giving this guy a chance of connecting on brown parent.
The Hecklers' attempts to disrupt the show got worse.
It's okay, because...
I bought your hat.
I might buy it back from you, actually.
Sammy finally reached his breaking point.
No. Let me give you a piece of advice. Okay. Yeah, let me give you a piece of advice.
No, please don't.
People in this room are very not happy with what's going on right now. And you didn't know that until they clapped. But I knew that because I'm from the future.
After she nearly ruined the show, Sammy made a fool out of her.
Also, you have to understand at the live show, there's like a little bit of a barrier that needs to happen. You can't interrupt the jokes with your commentary. You know what I'm saying? Because how would I do a show if that was...
Hell yeah!
You didn't say any commentary until you said commentary. That's exactly...
The heckler then acted like the victim.
I'm an asshole.
We love you anyway.
Don't turn into a 40-year-old asshole. I've been an asshole my whole life, okay?
As the heckler was escorted out, Sammy delivered one last punchline to seal the moment.
I'm gonna get a really bad Yelp review tonight. She was already starting to write it. She pulled out her phone. She's like, how can I let the world know? Okay, all right. You don't stop! The persistence.
Andrew Schultz tried to stay patient, but after being interrupted 3 times, he had no choice but to clap back.
You're not smart. I don't think you're smart.
But when the heckler doubled down, Andrew shut her down without missing a beat.
I don't think you're smart. If you were smart, you would know that's what's funny about the joke. That's the exact thing that's funny about the joke. But I think your math brain isn't creative enough to understand humor.
As the show continued, the heckler slowly realized she was in way over her head.
I think is made for it. I'll give you a chance for the rest of the show to try to laugh, but if you find yourself not laughing, just know I'm not smart enough. That's what you have to remind. Your brain doesn't work for it.
And with every comeback, Andrew kept the crowd on fire.
I'm sure you're really good at engineering. No, you're really good at engineering, ruining other people's nights. Being selfish. You got all those down, but humor is not for you.
And when the heckler tried playing the victim, Andrew made sure she'd never forget that night.
That's fair. And look, there is a place to go if you don't like humor. No, you shouldn't go to hell. Why would you go to hell? That's for funny people.
While Andrew Schultz stayed cool under pressure, Troy Bond went full savage, tearing down a heckler so hard she had no choice but to leave. It all started when the heckler got angry at one of Troy's usual political jokes.
I voted for Joe Biden, but that shit didn't feel great. Felt like I was giving Grandpa the keys to the Oldsmobile and telling him to drive to California. That was the best of a bad situation. I give credit where credit is due. I'm probably the most pro-anti-Trump comic out there.
You're not.
Shut the f*** up!
As a white guy trying to talk for black people.
I'm not.
No, you're not.
Troy tried to point out how ridiculous the outrage was.
For what? What are you upset about? It's not me.
And anytime a black audience member laughed, the heckler lost it even more.
Shut up. Any black person ever tried to laugh at his fucking jokes? No.
Stop having fun, motherfucker!
So Troy snapped and decided to end it right there.
I don't know who the fuck you're mad at, but it's not me.
No, a white person trying to make fun of black people.
See, now you're crying, and I was just trying to make you laugh.
No, don't do that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Now I'm gonna make fun. I was trying to be empathetic.
From that point on, the heckler just kept feeding Troy more material.
Money?
It was not.
No. I don't care. You try to laugh at that shit.
How dare I at a comedy club? She came here for a TED Talk.
You a bitch.
Why do you think I'm doing this for a living? You think I was a football player? I'm a bitch, goddammit. There's nothing you can say to me I haven't said 6 inches from the mirror. You're the first name going in my suicide note tonight.
And with one last shot, he sent her packing.
Have a good night, Kamala Harris. Now's the time I need you on my side.
No, that was the most racist joke ever.
No, I got like 4 more in the chamber.
No, Kamala Harris.
Wait, don't drop the scarf, man. That was $3 at Dollar Tree, man.